guys, welcome back to another video. If you've been following along, if you watched our last video, you guys would have known that we have been kind of contemplating another Peterbilt project. We were up here at Fitzgerald Collision up in Tennessee on our last video, checking out another truck that the guys from the Semi-Casual YouTube channel kind of let us know about. We ran into them at another trade show, and Brian was like, man, I think I got a truck for you. So we came up here in the last video, checked it out, made a deal with the guys up here, and we're actually going to be picking up the truck today. Last video, we only just checked it out, made sure it was something that we were interested in, and it was. So we made a deal. We're up here again. We're going to be picking it up. The truck has been a little bit of a project, so to say, for the last maybe 3-ish years, and it hasn't really been driven on the road since it's kind of been all taken apart and put back together. A lot of key major components have been in and out of the thing, getting kind of redone and refurbed from when the truck was originally kind of taken apart 3 years ago, if that makes any sense. So we're at the collision center. We're actually going to be driving it to the Semi-Casual guy's shop, which I believe is about 30-35 minutes away. So up until this point, the truck has really only been idled outside and driven around the parking lot a little bit. So we've got a little bit of work to do as far as like making sure everything is good to go, maybe checking just a general pre-trip right on the truck. So we're gonna get that done, and then we will jump in the truck and see if we can't make that trek there. First little trip on the new truck, so to say, kind of get familiarized with it, and then once we're there, we'll go over maybe some plans and some things that we are going to be doing to the truck. Just give you guys a general like overview of kind of like the direction of where we're headed. So let's go inside. Let's see what we're getting into today. So first thing, if you guys noticed on the truck before, it does have some double hump fenders that are coming with it. They're not yet mounted on there, so as far as like sake of like getting the truck from point A to point B as quickly and efficiently as possible, we're probably just going to throw some temporary stuff on the front and the back of the rear tires and stuff like that. We're not going to go ahead and mount those rear fenders just yet. So we've got some temporary boys to get us over to the shop.
Is this the look you're going for?
Oh yeah, that's it right there. Let me tell you what. Take her right to Matt's. Take her right to Matt's. Ooh, I see wheels.
Ooh, the goodies.
Wow. That gives you any inclination of what might be coming off.
Brother,
there's fuel in there.
Fuel. She's full of fuel.
You're gonna need that where we're going. Trying to figure it all out, man. I got no idea right now.
Oh, man, the panel's back in there.
Yeah, this panel's back in. It's a little bit more complete than when we saw it, I believe. There's a spot where it says Jake right there. I don't, from State Farm. Can you imagine this thing just like dump smoke?
Oh, I think it will.
You think it will?
When he was grabbing it for the Jakes,
was it?
It was chooching.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, there's a big one back here.
You got a hole in the airbag.
Really? There might be a hole in this one too, because I feel like I can.
Yeah, this bag's got a hole in it.
Can you hear it from this one too? Probably needs all new bags, probably.
I mean, realistically,
because that one looks like it's pretty old too.
This one seems like it's pretty new.
Oh, okay.
That one definitely, and that one definitely.
Because doesn't it seem like you can hear something from that one too? I can hear something from it, but I can't tell where it's leaking from. But I'm assuming if that bag is, it's probably just an old bag. crusty piece of shit. Well,
That's probably a 96 model bag.
Yeah, that's definitely what it is. I like bags.
Yes.
Only one bag?
Actually, you know, the
That's
more
all
I
they
thought
had.
about it,
Wow.
you know, you,
Man, what are you doing underneath there?
what happened to the?
You
what
making a
happened to
mess?
The old private.
Yeah, I
It's
want to
sketchy
check the
stuff.
transmission fluid.
Hey man, I think it's got some in there.
That's kind of funny.
It's got transmission fluid in there.
Hey, if she's leaking, that means you
I
know
mean,
she
there's
got
some
it.
in there, you know.
Brother, you better take this thing for a test drive.
Yeah. So we're trying to just figure out if the coolant temp gauge is actually working or not. It was reading fairly high just in that little short rip, so we're just trying to make sure the fan's working. Coolant temp gauge is working in dash. Air leak when you hit the brake pedal. So again, just first few trip bugs is what we're trying to work through. So nothing crazy, but just want to make sure a 30-minute drive isn't going to be a problem. But I mean, it was good besides that. Only missed like half the gears. What?
Hey man, dude, she's turned up.
Is she?
She got it.
Oh, is it?
It's black.
Oh, I didn't see that. I can't. I mean, I'm besides myself.
Yeah,
anyway.
I mean, I got some videos I'll show you. But
You should show me.
She chooch.
Lots of potential.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of potential, baby.
Yeah, but I was thinking like, if it's smoking that much, like, just putting around the,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Actually, like getting on.
Like,
It's
actually
so,
getting
it's
on it,
so weird
especially
because
unloaded.
my feet are like up in my
yeah,
shit. So
yeah. I mean, I sat in and I'm like, wow,
yeah,
it's tiny.
yeah. That's why we need the extendo cabo.
Yeah.
I'm trying to look at my mirror again. She's so loud.
It is. It's really rattly.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it stops. Check.
Yeah. And that air's holding good.
Okay. Damn, big ass shifter.
Oh yeah, she smokes.
Holy shit. Yes, she does.
This is awesome.
Yeah.
It's always fun to like kind of take in the first cruise of something, right?
Yeah, you're like, oh shit. I mean, is the temperature gauge still at 250? Same as like, it's not higher than what it
It
normally
moved up a little bit, but I mean, just like a tick. It's just sitting at 250.
Yeah.
I really think the gauge
250 must be 150.
I think so.
I think it's starting at, I think 200 is at 100.
Yeah.
If I had to guess. Air pressure is what, 120?
Oh yeah, it's always just pegged.
Okay, cool. I was starting to get concerned, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh my god.
I didn't even think about the little reed valves being stuck in the compressor. And then it makes sense because this thing sat for so dang long.
Wow, that shifter's really long.
Yours is stock in your truck, you just got a regular.
Yeah, like Four States made me one, but it's like it's much lower.
Yeah.
to the semi-casual shop. I got no mirrors. Fell out of reverse. Silly dumb stick. We're rolling, boys. We are rolling. Let's go. Kind of drives like my other truck, just a lot more rattly. With DayCabs, where is the extra room? All right, so we got air pressure back. That was one of the big things that we were fighting, was the truck wasn't building air. So really, long story short, we shot some penetrating oil in the compressor there. Get in there. The temperature gauge on the truck, I think, is wrong for sure. We got no speedometer, we got no tach. We got a long hood and a dream, boys, and an 18 speed. Let's go. Need my sunglasses. And I got no seat belts. Those are optional too. It made it here perfectly fine, and by the end of this trip, I was like, I'm not scared of it anymore.
It looked good going down the road.
Did it?
Yeah, I was watching
gangster.
it. I was watching it. I was watching the rear view.
Yeah.
This thing's a bumper in front of it right away from looking sick.
And black what?
Well, I mean, the black stacks are a vibe though.
It looks cool. I'm not saying it doesn't.
All right, my friends, well, we have successfully made our first trip in the new DayCab truck. So everything went pretty smoothly. To recap the morning through where we're at right now. So this morning we knew we had a little bit of a challenge just because the truck's never been on the road for 3+ years, right? We don't know what gauges are working, what gauges are reading right or not. So we had some air leaks that we were handling. We had some rear suspension level valving that we were messing with. And then really the truck building air, so the compressor, all the valving in the compressor was kind of like, obviously things are sticking, things haven't moved in a long time, so the compressor wasn't building air, which is then leading to the fan not kicking on. But we kind of resolved all that stuff, just kind of like working through a lot of stuff, fixing some air leaks here and there, getting some temporary fenders and stuff on there. The truck did come with those fenders that you guys saw in the previous video. We will be probably installing those, but they weren't mounted on there yet. That's why we have that temporary stuff on there. So fixed up the compressor and got on the road. So the trip up here, everything went pretty smoothly. Obviously pretty nervous driving a new truck on the highway for the first time, not really knowing what's good and what's not, but honestly I can't complain. The truck's a 96, so it's got some age on it, even though everything's kind of been redone and rehabbed. A lot of new stuff on there, a lot of unknown. So test drive went really well. No complaints, right? We're here. So we've made it to the semi-casual guys shop, and really the game plan from here on out is to kind of leave the truck here and work with these guys, collaborate with these guys to kind of get this thing built out fairly well with our own taste, my own kind of input on everything. We're really going to be traveling from our shop down here, kind of staying in sections of time to kind of transform this thing. One big thing that you guys may either love or hate all at the same time is that the truck is white. You guys know me, if you guys have been following along, my other truck is black, this truck is white. I like black very much, so we will be painting the truck black. That's a big thing, so these guys can do a lot of stuff here in-house, and they also can help us paint the truck. So I want a twin version DayCab 2.0 version of my current truck. So that's kind of the general theme of what we're going after, and it's just going to be a huge help. One of the big things that we have going on right now is that we have tons of projects, we have tons going on, and something like this wouldn't be possible without the help of these guys and a lot of other great companies that have already helped us with our previous truck. So that's the game plan in a nutshell. You want to do a quick walk around, just just so we're talking about, let's front to back, right? You know, so it's got a really gangster look. I will give it that. Like, this thing does look sick. Now, we're gonna breeze through this just because we could talk about this for probably 20 or 30 minutes, but it does have aftermarket style front fenders on it. Not my style. Again, all correlating back to, if you're gonna change all this stuff and you're gonna want to paint the truck, now's the time to kind of like do it all in one shot. So we're gonna put OEM 379 fenders back on it. We might do something cool with the grill insert. The headlights, not really my style, so we're gonna change those up. The breathers being black, those things look sick. We might stick with more paint match and more black on the truck when we paint it, but we're gonna paint everything the same paint code color that we're gonna be painting the truck. So everything that you see black on here now is just really like a pretty just generic gloss black. So even if stuff goes black, we're gonna do paint code color black. While the black stacks are really gangster and something that you don't see very often, I do think that this truck really does pull off. This truck pulls off this look very well. It's just not what I'm going after, but it is, again, what we said in the last video, insanely clean bones to start with. So the engine looks nice, the engine's fresh. Same with the transmission, same with the wheelbase on the truck. It has the right rear suspension that we wanted. And as far as painting a truck, this truck is already insanely clean. We're not fixing a lot of body damage or pitting or anything like that. So you know, the black stacks will probably end up going, I'm not gonna lie. The tank configuration on here, this truck did have a 36-inch coffin sleeper on it at one point. Again, the truck's gonna stay a DayCab, but I would like to add the DayCab company back panel section here just to give us a little bit more legroom. I think if you guys saw on the clips driving, these DayCabs don't have a ton of legroom. I'm about 6 foot and I'm pretty cramped. So I'd like to put bucket seats back in it, take the bench out of it. The interior kind of like needs to be all done as well, even though it's already has like a matching interior from the DayCab company in it now. Stereo stuff, seat stuff, just kind of like the same thing that we just went through with my other truck. This truck kind of needs a similar package. So I do want to try and shorten up the tanks just to give it a little bit even more stretched look. But overall, truck performed flawlessly. No issues as of now that I see. And mechanically speaking, drivetrain, truck just being solid standpoint, it's exactly what we want. We can change cosmetic stuff and interior stuff pretty easily with these guys, and that's kind of what we're after. So I think that's, in a nutshell, where the truck is at, kind of where we're going with the truck. Again, huge thank you to the Semi-Casual guys down here in Crossville, Tennessee. If you guys need big truck stuff, if you guys need I mean, show them. I mean, I know you guys need a truck. If you're watching this video, maybe you need a truck. Maybe you need a truck. Maybe you need some custom work. These guys are awesome to deal with. Tommy and Brian have helped us out tremendously before in the past, swapping our current truck that we have now to an 18 speed. Couldn't have done that without them back in the day. So huge thank you to them for even helping us find this truck. And I think it's a perfect fit. I think it's going to be a really, really cool project. Hopefully you guys are excited. I know I am. I'm super excited. But I think that's pretty much it. As far as like interior wise, you guys can see some of the paneling and stuff. It all matches the current interior. They actually already had the dash out and painted the dash gloss black, which is really cool. We need to do some reconfiguring on the gauges and the instrument cluster, and put a sweet stereo in here as well. But 379 96 model year model. It's a 1996 379 B model cat. And yeah, I think that's 18 speed pretty much wraps it up. We got to do something. Got to do something with the front here. You know what I mean? We got now this truck can sit low like my other truck does not sit low right now, and this truck is already stretched. So now we need to kind of handle the front and get the front slammed down, stuff like that. So big trucks are the coolest thing out there. So anyway, make sure you guys hit the like button before you leave. Subscribe if you haven't already. Share with your buddy. Make sure you guys stay tuned because we're going to be knocking out work on this thing. If you guys are into that big truck stuff content, we're jumping back into it. So thank you guys. We'll see you in the next video. See ya.